Howdy folks, Sean Brock back with you again to continue our explorations on the Blackberry Blossom that we went over last week. Hope that's working out good for you. And this video is just to try to give you a few ideas to, it's such a distinct melody and it's one that you must play. And kind of the rule of thumb is if you're taking two solos, then you play the first one, you try to stick strictly with the melody on a fiddle tune like that. And the second one, you have a little more liberty to move around. But that's a very distinct chordy and notey melody. So I want to try to give you some ideas of how to jazz it up a little bit without making things go too far outside of the melody. And again, I want to invite you to subscribe. Please do. Please tell anyone who's interested in acoustic guitar, mandolin, fiddle, banjo. I'll have a pretty big library of content. And like and comment. Tell me anything that you'd like to learn, and we'll try to get that done for you. So to get away from the basic, or to just jazz up the basic melody, there's a few concepts that I've used, and let's go over those now. So assuming we were taking the second solo, and that's not very hard. It's easy to replace the first section with that, and how I'm going into that is sliding from the 2nd fret to the 7th on the G string, and basically a lot of what I'm going to show you is out of this right here, where you would make a D chord here in place of your G major. But there's a lot of workarounds here. So if we slide, and what I'm doing there, all on the B string, is 8, 10, 8, open. And then we go down a half step to 7, 8, 7. Putting it together, it sounds like this. And then in reality, we would be going into our 4 chord right there, our C. What we've played is over the 1 to 5. And then at the C, at the 4 chord, we're back dealing with that G scale again. There's your root note of the chord, the C, 1st fret on the B string. Walk that up, 3rd fret, open E, 2nd fret, 3rd fret. One more time. And then I will actually go back and quote the original melody right here in first position. And then which is all stuff from the prior video, right? So one more time. you can pick, if you're just picking up this video, go over and watch the first instructional I did, which is over the melody of Blackberry Blossom. And these ideas can really help you kind of embellish it. So that's one idea on the first part. Another idea I'll give you on the first part, again, since we're basing everything around the G scale, it works up here as well at the 7th and 8th frets. And you can actually play the entire melody right here if you want. So let's go over that. Well, again, we're on this D note on the G string here at the 7th fret. 7, 9, and now we're switching to the B string. 7, 8, 10, and now to the E string. That's 7. So 7, 9, 7, 8, 10, 7. Just walking the scale, right? You hear it, don't you? Just walking the scale. And then the next measure is so 10, 7, 8, 10. Put that together. Now we're going to go back to 7 on the G string here. So 9, and then we're back to that B string with 7 and 8. Flash back to the G string where we've kept our ring finger down on the 9th fret. 7, and then 9 on the D string, 10 on the A string. So once again, and that's kind of a finger twister to play really fast, but you can absolutely build it up, and you don't always have to start off with those lead ends. You can go so do what works for you. We can make an F chord right up here in place of our C, in place of our 4 chord. And that's just walking that up. And then we can slide this whole chord down 2 frets, a whole step. So to review all that again, so there's another variation that you can utilize in the first part. And of course, there are licks if you want to play the first part straight and so half steps. And moving into the minor part, you can work with any minor, any blues scale. You can work anything in that region into it, and some ideas. And that's just the hammer on from the original melody, sliding up on that G to a B note, 3 to 5 on a B string, so that's 5 to 6 to 3, 5, 3, and 4 on the B note of the G string. A good look, you can hang in there. You can also kind of run your scale up. See, anything that we get, if we made an A minor shape right here, we would actually be playing out of E minor, okay? So any lick you have in A minor, just run it down the fingerboard, and you've got it right here. Or all kind of stuff you can do there. But anything in the minor scale there, or in a blues scale, you can even run more of a chromatic for part of it. You've got a few measures there to really get out of your licks. See, all that fit right into those couple of measures over the E minor. And that's just kind of some of the and then some of the outs that you can use at the end of that second part. Maybe just play the melody. Let's say I had improv. And went through all this, and then went back to the. And the original melody we had. As our out, we could do throw you some Tony Rice in there. And that lick, again, G scale, C, D, E, F sharp, G, F sharp, and then we're just barring the bottom two strings, the first fret, and doing a pull off with our second finger on the B string, a pull off from 2 to 1. And the out of that is 3 to 4 to open. Just a slide on the G string. Okay, and let me see. Again, more scale work. If you want to be less bluesy, a little prettier. So, C, we're just working the same thing here. C, D, E, F sharp, G, F sharp, C, B, A, G, F sharp, G. There's another one. Anything within that scale. Or if you're like my buddy Orby Hunley, you can go. And some people really dig that stuff. And that's just third fret on your G. You're picking between your G and your B. You're creating some dissonance there. Blackberry Blossom's probably not the tune for that, but that is something that you can use in a lot of tunes. You know, it does fit into a lot. So those are just a few advanced ideas to help you not completely go off track from the melody, but to just kind of enhance your playing, because I know the melody of this can be a little bit repetitive. It's so good, but at the same token, you want to stand out a little bit. So those are just a few ideas. I hope they help you out. And remember, please subscribe. If there's a tune you want to learn, leave it in the comments, and we'll do the best to get it uploaded for you. Thanks, guys.